Right. So I've got a nice frosted greatsword. And actually, does it? So it won't say on my shield what clarity does. I might have to look that up at some point. Or if you know, let me know in the comments below. Because maybe I'll forget to look it up. I probably will. So there was a bonfire there, and I think that's the way to Yorm, which is another of the Lords of Cinder. However, this place, I remember being a fairly good place for farming souls. Just because there's lots of dead things in here. All of these things I've one-shot previously, so hopefully I keep one-shotting them. Although they don't seem to drop many items. But they drop 825 souls, which is pretty good. Although with the mod, I seem to be getting more souls than usual, because I'm quite a high level for this area at least. Because, what am I? Level 74. So, yeah. I think usually I'm like level 30 around this area. Right. So, yeah, so the way I was seeing back there was the way to the to Yorm the Giant. However, this way is the way to progress through this area to the Pontiff. And that's kind of where I've been trying to get to. So I'm going to keep heading this way and clear out this area, as it were. Try and unlock all the shortcuts and start the next area, which I think is working up towards a different final boss. Excrement covered ashes, very nice. Oh, and I think if he weren't dead, this is where I would find Sigurd of Katarina, except he died back in like episode 10, because I got very, very unlucky with stuff happening. I feel like there should be more enemies. Ah, Big Knight. Right. I'm trying to see how the Mournful Flames do against him. Well, that feels like a trap. So I'm going to try and hit him from afar. That did quite a lot. So let's see if I can do that again. There we go. Hello. Are you going to fire arrows at me? Oh. Or you're just going to hit me. So I'm not very good against lightning damage, unfortunately. Right, that should be enough to take him down, almost. Ow. There we go. So that guy is just watching still, which is a little suspicious. I will get my shield back up, just in case. Fake wall? Nope. See, I feel like he's going to start shooting arrows at me as soon as I go out into the open. Like that. Also, I can hear a growling. Ow. I don't like that growling. So, was there a way up? Ah, there's a small doorway here. Also, I do have an arrow through me, which is painful. I'm going to get some help for this one. Right, let's take him on. So there we go. If I do that, that'll do plenty of damage to start with. And that should be enough to finish him off, almost. And there is a way behind me, but I want to take out that archer. Wait, so why am I frostbitten? I'm confused as to why I'm frostbitten. Is the magic, is the ice damage I did to my sword affecting me? Or did the Dark Knight have something that reflected it back on me? I'm confused. I might have to remove that from my sword, if that's the case. Is this just going to be 3 mimics? That doesn't seem to be a mimic. Smells great hammer. Very nice. Are you a mimic? No. A sacred chime hammer. Are you another type of hammer? I'm not confident in that. I feel like I missed. There we go. Now it's safe. Ooh, a divine tome of sunlight. So that'll be another thing to give to the cleric lady that I haven't spoken to in ages. Oh, so the ice damage is from these vases. That makes more sense, because I think the archer was surrounded by a whole load of them. Right, let's go see what that growling is before they kill themselves. Ah. I think that could be the growling noise. How do I deal with a giant? If I just throw that out there, is it going to auto-target him? Well, that's something at least. Let's bring out some bait. And deal with it that way. Right, if I get clear of it, or as clear as I can... Ouch. Right. They're doing a lot of damage to me, but they are a giant, so I don't know what I should be expecting from them. But they have gone down. Please don't fall on me. Nice. I didn't see how many souls I got from that, but I assume it was quite a lot. But yeah. So I think we must be close to the next shortcut for this area. Because I think we are looping, starting to loop back round. Londor Pale Shade. Ah, that one. Right, and back away. So I did frost damage to them. Which I think means my other damage is more effective against them. I'm not entirely sure. They seem to take a bit more damage. Mannequin claws. Right, I think my magic protection was fairly good. So I shouldn't take too much damage from them. Except they've got a tiny bit of health left. But it's just awkward that they're invisible. Oh. Right. Ouch. I ran to a stamina. I need to be more careful. Right. I'm running out of health stuff. Right. If I just throw out some of these, maybe that'll deal with some of the casters. There we go. So this area feels quite open. So that probably means I'm getting close to the end of this area. Or this part of this area. Item? Titanite shard. Hidden thing around here. So that, I don't know if that's just damage to the building. Oh! Okay. It's one of those things. It's still rapier. Ooh. I've got lots of fun weapons. Let's head up this lift and see where I go. Because I believe this is a shortcut. Ah, Pontiff armor. So I can open that. And now I have a way to access from that bonfire. So let's take out these people just for fun. So I can just pretty much one-shot them now. Which is quite nice. But yeah, I'm gonna rest at the bonfire. And then I'm going to try on that Pontiff armor, because that looked quite nice. And I don't imagine it'll be too heavy either. So, yeah, we've opened up another shortcut, but I think there is one more to open up. Which is the one right next to the boss room. So what have I got? Ferris's hat. Where's the Pontiff stuff? It was that one. So that's pretty good, and it isn't much of a weight increase, but it's enough to put me over the weight ratio. What have I got? I mean, I've got the lightest thing on, so I'm not going to do much with that. And then the Pontiff Knight leggings are also pretty good. So out of curiosity, if I were to remove that and remove that and put on Valorheart, could I wear the full Pontiff armour? But I want to keep the Outrider gloves. And then Pontiff Knight leggings. So that's pretty good. Because I can do that. Or that. So I don't think this will do much damage. So I might need to reinforce my weapon. Reinforce weapon, there we go. And that one. And again. And again. I don't have a Twinkling Titanite for that. But there we go. So if I... So I've just got the sword normally currently. And it does a nice stab. And I've got sword, shield. And if I do shift... That's quite nice. So let's go see how much damage it actually does. Because I could, if I do want to keep using this, I could put more armour on. Because I can still do quick rolls. And I have another, I think, 20 weight that I can add. Or 20% at least. So it's pretty good. I think. So if I just do a quick measure, I do 200 damage. Pretty much exactly with this. And the attacks are nice and quick as well. So then if I were to change my equipment, put on the Frostfarron Longsword, which will do a bit extra just because it's... I think it's more upgraded. It's a +4 rather than a +3. And it's got the Frost Gem on it and everything. And just see how it does against... I'll go against the big fire guy. Because I assume they have similar stats. Or similar armour. So yeah, that does a lot more damage. Ow. That did a lot less damage than I was expecting it to. There we go. So yeah, if I'm going to swap to that. And just change all my equipment up a bit. Because I've had the same stuff for a while. It's always nice to have a change. So where's my gloves? That one. It's a lot better. But yeah. So let's head back to the bonfire. Because I could probably put some slightly better equipment on. And I can probably enchant this sword with frost. So I won't get the clarity shield. But that's not too bad. Because I have no idea what that does still. Because I haven't looked it up yet. Right, infused weapon. So let's... So that will do, I think, more damage almost. And then that just adds extra stuff for each damage type. And then there's blunt, which relies more on strength. And that which relies more on dexterity. Which I think I've got as both fairly even. I think they're both 18 by the look of it. Oh no, that's the requirement. So what? Wait, where's my stats? Not that one. No, still not that one. Back. So yeah, I've got a lot more in dexterity. So if I make it more based on dexterity, which was the sharp gem, that does probably about the same as the Farron Greatsword. and more damage than it's currently doing. And will only increase as I do more points into dexterity, which, to be fair, I could probably level up a couple of times. Or I could just put Hollowed into different types of damage. Which is tempting, because I'm pretty good. And that would increase the guard. So let's... I like the idea of lightning. Lightning damage and lightning absorption. So let's go with a lightning Valor Heart. Because that seems quite cool. And then... So what do I need to level it up again? 4 Twinkling Titanite. Where do I get Twinkling Titanite from? Can I assume I can't just buy Twinkling Titanite. That would be too easy. But wait, wasn't there that guy? Where was it? In the abandoned tomb, I think it was. There was a guy that sold stuff. Did he sell Twinkling Titanite, or was it Titanite scales? Or was it both? I think I'm gonna find out. So it was this guy. Offerings. So you sell Titanite scales, yeah. Oh well. But so now that I've done that, I can put some better equipment on. So what's that? 2.8. I'm gonna have a look at the main armor first, because that'll be what affects the weight the most. Because I don't want it to go too high. Although dark armor seems pretty nice. And then I can do... I'll do leggings next. So what was I have the dark armor on for the main. So I could put the dark leggings on there. And just check there's nothing slightly better. So this has got 100% against Curse. And Curse is the one that instantly kills me. So that's pretty good. And I'm just going to check that's the same. 140 against Curse. Yeah, that's pretty good. And that's good against Frost. And the other stuff's not quite as good. Although there is the Katarina armor. But that would put me slightly over the limit. And this increases Vigor by 3. And I assume the leggings also increase Vigor by 2. And which one was Vigor? Well, I'll double check in a second. So then I want to probably just as close to the limit as I can. Although I still want to look fairly respectable. Skull Mask? It's probably a bit much. Dark Mask. That just makes me look like a Death Eater. Sure, we'll go for that. And try to info. Applies Frost to right hand weapon, 30 frost per hit. It's pretty good. I think I'm going to keep those gloves. So how do I look now? That's pretty cool. That is very nice. I'm not so sure about the helmet. The head armor. So that's lighter, but it's further up the list. Interesting. So what does this... This more vigor, faith, damage against demons. Faith, intelligence, abyssal enemies, endurance, max stamina. Ooh. So how does that... So that's not so good against the physical damage. Not by a lot. I might just go for that. That's pretty cool. I like that. So then I can swap, do sword and shield. Just nice quick attacks, and then I can do... It's going to be confusing for me having the spell attack button swapped over, but I can cope. So those arms all increase vigor. So if vigor increases health, ooh, I haven't increased that much yet. So what will strength and dexterity do for my weapons? Not much. I can probably level up twice. Could just put more into vigor. What do I want? I think I just try and get up to 40 dexterity, because I think that is the kind of limit. And if I sacrifice items, what do I actually have? I could probably get enough to level up again. There we go. So I can get dexterity up to 40. Nice. And I can try and do some more strength as well later on, maybe. But yeah. So I'm still not sure what I should do with the helmet, to be honest. Show item info. Max stamina. Max stamina is pretty good. I could do with more stamina. That's probably what I should put the next lot of stuff into. 4, 5. So I can do 5 attacks. It's pretty good. I assume the attacks are the same. Nope, they're slightly more fluid when I've got the shield out. But I think that's going to be my default. It does mean I won't be able to shield while doing spells. But usually I only do spells from a distance anyway, not in close combat, so that should be fine. But I'm going to give it a go. And the best way to test it out is, of course, against one of the main bosses. Because I think that's where I'm heading next.